if we're going to be honest about the celebrations of the events, let's talk about the most recent one. You know, obviously we had headline not show up at all.
Good
the whole event fell apart.
I was going to say, what's the worst part?
I think
the worst part,
I think that was, I'll be honest, the last event we did with obviously the Observer. That
not
was not shouting out. Just
no. Hang on. Can we make sure we're doing the opposite? I hate to do this, and I hate to be negative as I'm a radio presenter. No. But that guy is a doofus, man.
He is a doof, man.
And I would be saying a lot worse words if I wasn't on radio. This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio. Mad. Hey, right, so we're back. It's the Wordlife show hosted by myself, Krazy, and it's 8:50. We are doing an interview well, you guys are the district hub. The district, the district. So we got LAWLESS and EIREANN, not Aaron. No, Aaron. No, pick up Aaron though. Right, so the district or the district hub or the district showdown.
Yeah.
Or
all districts.
Basically anything with the district is you guys. You are the faces behind it. Now, it's a bit of a happy, sad interview.
It is indeed, man.
You know, without giving too much away, because you're going to say it, this is kind of a goodbye interview, isn't it? But only temporarily. Yeah, this is a half goodbye, half kind of informative interview, right? Yeah. And
I suppose a bit of celebration.
Oh, we're celebrating as well. Yeah.
Celebrate the hell out of it.
You know, they say that every funeral. A celebration of enough. Now, on the real, you guys have done 20 events, if I'm not mistaken, in Bristol.
Something like that, yeah.
At least 20 events.
Yeah, independently, Obviously, I've worked with other organisations and brought the district team on board.
To different things as that.
We'll say 20 as a...
Well done. 20 events. A lot of people get through a few events and then realise how much hard work it is and pack it in. It is hard work, so congratulations for getting as far as you've done. Well done, a pat on the back, both of you. However, basically, we'll talk about what you've achieved shortly afterwards. I think basically the main reason is, I think there's a lot of people that will wonder where the district's gone. You know what I mean? Where you guys have gone. And some people think you've just quit and stopped. Do you know what I mean? And we want to let people know that that's really not the case.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not at all.
Now, I don't want to give too much away. Do you want to say what's going on?
Yeah, man. So obviously, not to give too much away, I believe quite a lot in privacy, but at an early age I had to have a certain procedure done to have pins put into my hips, and basically because I've left it for a long period of time, my conditions got a lot worse, and now it needs to have surgery, but obviously I can't get the surgery here in Bristol, so I'm going to have to move out of Bristol to get my sort of health sorted, and sort of prioritise that for a little bit, but yeah, that's just in terms to my reasoning behind leaving. I feel absolutely privileged to be able to have worked here, and some of the things that we've done, which we'll touch on in a little bit, is phenomenal. But like I said, it's more just sometimes you've got to do what's best for yourself.
Health is wealth, bro.
It is,
He was said to me, it's like it feels like I'm leaving and stuff. It's like, no, bro, you've got to go get that done. Everything you built is still going to be here.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Everything the foundation you've laid is still here. You know what I mean? And that's not going away, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
And I think, like, if you're going off to work on your health and do things like that and get that sorted out, that should be encouraged, and that should not be seen as a bad thing. And I think it's amazing, amazing that you're getting it done. Stop putting it off, you mental case.
Just like working, man. Just like working.
Yeah, no, I get that, but you can grind yourself to the bone, and then damage yourself permanently, or you can take some time out, sort yourself out, and come back even stronger.
No, exactly.
And that's what we're doing. So now we could go on to the celebration part.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is the fun bit,
we've explained that. So you're going off. Is it out to sunny Scotland? Do you say?
Yeah, so definitely not sunny. Less sunshine than England. But no, man. So I'm going to go up there. Things are a lot cheaper up there. For one, my family's up there.
That's what it is. Family support.
Family support more than anything.
Well, if you get in, as you said, a big procedure like what you have to go through, you're not going to be able to do certain things yourself for a while.
No, exactly.
There's no shame in that. Go with your family or you can sort yourself out. That's fine. It makes complete sense. I get it. So let's lead on to the celebration part, as I say. So the district, you've done 20 odd events.
Yeah, here in Bristol. Yeah,
in Bristol. Sorry, what's the highlight of your time here? What's the best, the high pinnacle moment of it all?
I don't know, to be honest. There's been quite a few. I've got to be honest. I'd say in terms of looking at it in terms of a successful event, I'd definitely have to say the compound event we did recently. I mean, that was our biggest. We sold that out on the night. Really good. It was at 395. Really good support acts that evening. Absolutely smashing headline. And I think just in terms of succession, that would probably be one of the highlights, and definitely a turning point. Me being like, okay, this is an incredibly hard job, but this paid off.
Makes it worth it.
It does. It makes it worth it. But I think maybe the opportunity working with Chino XL.
I was going to go on to that. So
I'll be honest, that you know, me and Chino got to speak a little bit on the project. To those who don't know, obviously we did the Chino XL tour with Raise the Bar. Back in January, and
I mean that's how I got to meet him with you, bro.
Well, so Marns, Prince Alfie, Boyce, I pulled them in on the project as well as you, and it was just important for me to get local artists on there as well as yourself. Do you know what I mean? Because that was an amazing opportunity, and obviously recently he had died, unfortunately, and
that's insane, right? R.I.P. Chino XL, man.
I just feel privileged to have been at the small level that I'm at within my career, and to have that opportunity to have worked with such a legend.
Like
that's just phenomenal.
And it goes to show that you know, doing something like you have done, you do get to meet your legends.
You really do.
Your heroes and things like that. They say don't always meet your heroes, but he turned out to be a good hero.
He did.
You know, he was actually a good guy.
And touching on that as well, I think, you know, we did the 5-year anniversary in February with Don't Flop. You know, that was dope. I grew up in Brighton. I remember when Don't Flop started. You know what I mean? So meeting her, being able to work with him, that was just like, if my younger self had seen that, he'd probably have a panic attack. Like, oh my god, like, do you know what I mean? Because her was, you know, a big inspiration for me growing up in Brighton in the hip hop scene. You know, I wanted to be at that level, you know, running those sorts of shows, being in the scene the way he was, and to be able to work with him, that was just brilliant.
And what would you say is the biggest thing you learnt from it all, from the experience there?
That sometimes your biggest weakness can be your kindness. I think I'll be honest.
That's our catchline for the quote. Your biggest weakness could be your kindness. That's good.
If we're going to be honest about the celebrations of the events, let's talk about the most recent one. You know, obviously we had headline not show up at all.
Good
the whole event fell apart.
I was going to say, what's the worst part?
I think
the worst part.
I think that was. I'll be honest. The last event we did with obviously the Observer. That was not shouting out. Just
no. Hang on. Can we make sure we're doing the opposite? I hate to do this, and I hate to be negative as I'm a radio presenter. No. But that guy is a doofus, man.
He is a doof, man.
And I would be saying a lot worse words if I wasn't on radio.
But you know what I say? You know, I work quite closely with Raise the Bar, and obviously we've both worked with this individual. And I always try and look at things from 2 points. You know, you've got the point where you have to look at it and be like, okay, I've made the mistake here. But then the other point of that is, where can I learn from this? You know, how can I make this better in the long term? Okay, this is bad now, but I can make sure that in the future this doesn't happen again. As much as I was very angry at this situation, I'm very thankful, because he taught me so much and taught me to look at things in so many different ways. And making sure that, you know, for instance, contracts are in place in the right ways, you know, not such a brief contract, but making sure all the bases are covered. Just sort of smartening myself up, really, in this business. I'm very thankful. To protect
yourself and stop doing people favours like that, especially when it involves in flights, international flights.
Hotels, train fares.
Look, basically, in the long and short of it, don't work with The Observer. I don't mean the newspaper, no, it's real as that.
No, it's real.
The guy's a clown.
He is a clown.
If you're watching this, Observer, shame on you. I know you probably will, because he's a hater, isn't it? Clown. But
you know what they say?
Clown shoes permanently on your feet.
You know what they say? Haters always push your content more than your followers will.
Yeah, so he's probably going to give you an extra 3 or 4 views.
Mate.
Just sat there. I can't believe they mentioned me, man.
That's it. That's 500 American people are going to watch this right now just because of him. Free promo, mate.
500. He ain't got 500 fans. He's a sausage. Right, anyway, so we've got like a minute and a half left. I'll probably run a minute over, but basically, look, bro, thank you for all of the work you put in. Thank you. I know, as much as we say it's him, it's you as well. Like every event, every stuff, like it's both of you, isn't it?
Well, it's all of the staff
behind the scenes. And Harry's a lot more the face.
As much as it is my company.
So when's your rap album coming out then?
Oh, I did have plans with Pablo, so we'll see. We'll see what happens about that. If he hears this, he might remember what we're talking about. He might not. So we'll see on that.
We got Pablo and Mookie Bar.
Yeah.
But on the real, look, it's been a pleasure having you guys do stuff in the city. I've made great friends as a result. You guys are legends, great people, and that's not going to disappear because you're going off to have an operation, bro. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a spot for you in Bristol. Always in the studio. We're in the studio on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's on, you know what I mean? Like,
it's always on.
Let's get some stuff done. Let's get some videos done.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it's not a goodbye. This is just, you know, if you got health stuff, deal with your health stuff, people. Yeah. Don't put it off, innit? You know what I mean?
Hitting the pause button for a minute.
Yeah.
See you there.
But saying that, I got to shout out a couple of people. Shout out the rest of the team. So that's Prince Alfie, Jenko, Sin Oracle, and big up everyone that's shown support. You know, for me, Pablo Milky Bar, Sir Milks, Krazy himself. Do you know what I mean? And everyone else in between. Like the last 2 years has been an absolutely incredible journey, and I feel privileged to be able to have done some of the things that I've done and be a part of and work with some of the people here in Bristol. It's been a magical journey, truly lessons learned. It's a very magical journey and something that I'll take with me throughout the rest of my career for sure.
Dreams come true.
Seriously, serious dreams come true, and I'm just very thankful for that to every individual.
It's not over, bro.
It's not over. It's not. But it is a new chapter, do you know? And
he's established roots here. He's good. He's good. But now I completely get why I want to come on the show today and say that because it feels like an end of an era. You know what I mean?
It does.
But it's not. No. It's not. It's a pausing on the era where you sort everything else out to make sure that era can go on for longer.
Exactly.
That's all it is, right, bro? Thank you for coming through. Stick around to the end of the show. Thank you ever so much for coming through. Thank you both for all the hard work. But we're out because we've got some other guests in the building and I've got to go on and do their stuff. So stick around. That's it. But yeah, big love for all of the work. And everyone, if you want to know what's going on with the district, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. So, all right. So I'm going to go into the next song.
What if life was just a game of tests? Conquer them all, follow the rules, try escape from death. Touch me by my success, more what I've had less. One thought about this atlas, is it making sense? I can't slide or pass out bad checks. I got different access, can't tell you about no money or but I can show you how to get through my stress. For the error it take a sense, all I really